Designing a level is a lot like baking a cake, big or small. It takes a lot of time and is easy to mess up. Visuals are also a key part, whether it's to carefully hone in on the design, set the mood, or showcase the work itself. One key difference is that levels may not always come out exactly as intended, going through a myriad of checks, changes and trimmings throughout a game's lifecycle. There's a lot of iteration going on, but when the results are good, they are very good. Let's take a look at the most graphically amazing video game levels, big and small, and what made them stand out. Control Ashtray Maze. Behind its harsh modern architecture, Control is home to some of the most surreal and eerie trips in gaming. The objects of power are the highlight, and the Ashtray Maze is their crown. Upon gaining the power to navigate the maze, players are treated to a level whose walls cascade and guide them along, from shootouts to platforming challenges, all set to the incredible music of Poets of the Fall. It's so awesome even Jesse acknowledges it. Forza Horizon 5, Mexico. Mexico was chosen as the setting for the next Forza Horizon for a multitude of reasons. Sweeping and majestic, but also festive, it plays host to various biomes and weather types. The result exceeded the hype, cruising across the shores of Riviera Maya, winding up the rounds to the volcano La Gran Caldera, or circumventing the jungles of La Selva is a joy. Even if you're careering through a dust storm or messing about to grind skill chains, Forza Horizon 5's version of Mexico is consistently gorgeous and rewarding. Ghosts of Tsushima, The Tale of Lord Shimura. Ghosts of Tsushima is a sprawling canvas of picturesque moments. The initial charge into battle against the Mongol forces, the defense of Yarikawa and the Ghost's emergence, and many, many more. But it's hard not to love the final main mission, The Tale of Lord Shimura. A peaceful journey on horseback through the world belies the seriousness of the conversation between Jin and his uncle. By the end, in the midst of falling leaves, they battle in the place where Jin first learned to fight, the past and the present giving way to the bloody future. Metro Exodus, the Caspian Sea. Once a bustling lake, the Caspian Sea in Metro Exodus would dry up into a barren desert, its white plains presenting a stark canvas. In the midst of this is the ruins of the world before, from enormous shipwrecks to ruined ports, but you can still catch a glimpse of water by venturing further out. After 2 games of crawling through the tunnels and sprinting through the irradiated remains of Moscow, being able to casually drive through as night falls hits differently. Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Day Midgar Stood Still. Some may say Wall Market, while others go with Midgar's slums. But The Day Midgar Stood Still, which sees Cloud, Tifa and Barrett navigating the collapsed Sector 7 plates to rescue Aerith, is an incredible level to navigate. From witnessing the devastation wrought by the collapse to scaling its ruins, it's hard not to stop and admire the world, especially with the sun setting. It's only just a warm-up though for the chaos to come. Death Stranding, Central Region. The largest of all the regions in the game, Death Stranding's Central Region is arguably the crux of the whole experience. Its 4 knot cities are divided by expansive, gorgeous fjords, with the horizon stretching on for seemingly miles at a time. Coupled with the timefall accelerating growth and death of the local flora, the lack of NPCs, save for a few other porters and the mules, and the amount of time you'll be spending here, it feels like the perfect purgatory, beautiful and hanging on by a thread. Horizon Forbidden West, The Long Coast. The Long Coast fits into the late-game portion of Aloy's journey, with stretches of beach and settlements, coupled with the ruins of San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge is the biggest attraction, but gazing upon the wreckage of a Horus Titan, clambering up the ruined skyscrapers, and watching the sea foam form on the coast is sublime. Despite the many substantial threats roaming the land, reaching the Long Coast feels like you're in the Forbidden West proper. The Last of Us Part 2, Downtown. There are a lot of great-looking levels in Naughty Dog's masterpiece, many of them on the linear side, but downtown Seattle is something relatively different, more open and teeming with different points of interest to investigate. The locale is also something to behold, whether it's the overgrown vegetation, the ruins of buildings, or the cloudy skies. Sprinkle in some infected for a bit of danger, and you have a nice start to this revenge road trip. Red Dead Redemption 2 COLTER. Another game full of incredible moments and levels. It's hard to really point to a particular favourite, since each is worthwhile in its own way. With that in mind, we'll go with COLTER, the beginning when the Van der Linde gang was still united and the only danger was the overwhelming snow. Riding out to look for John, Arthur traverses fields of white and scales the mountain. It's not long before danger finds the gang again, which is also when Sadie Adler joins the crew. But what a solemn, beautiful beginning it is.
Hey look! Over there! You see that?
God of War, Lake of Nine. The Wild Woods and River Pass make up the introduction, but the Lake of Nine is the proper crash course to this new Norse setting. Serving as a large hub area, it's teeming with interesting sights and side objectives like realm tears, legendary chests, and so on. Much of the story sees Kratos and Atreus traveling to different realms, but venturing to the different locations here, like the Lookout Tower and the Isle of Death, offers a nice blend of freedom and combat. Gears of War 5 VASGAR. A lot of the marketing material for Gears 5 focused on the snowy expanse of Mount Kadar. While it was entertaining and downright gorgeous, VASGAR also deserves some credit for being a more traditional Gears of War experience, at least initially. The bright red sand permeates everything, including the inside of the ruined interiors, but eventually it's off on the skiff once more, navigating dangerous wind flares. The texture and lighting quality is on full display here, turning an empty desert into a messy battlefield. So what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.